What's up, guys? Today I'm going to share with you my worst dating mistakes and what I've learned from them. And I made many mistakes. That's why I want to share them with you. From those who don't know, I coach men on dating. I coach men how to connect, build, and create relationships with high quality females out there without making mistakes that I have done in the past. Okay, listen, I've been married. I had long-term relationships, short-term relationships, multiple relationships at the same time. So I know what I'm talking about. Plus, I read a lot of psychology, behavioral psychology. I'm always keen to find out more about us human beings. Hence, I'm doing those videos to help you guys with your dating life, okay? Now, I've got about eight mistakes that I made that are the biggest ones. I've done some small ones, but they're not that important as the ones I highlighted here. So let's start with number one. There's no really order in those mistakes. They were equally bad, the consequences weren't that great. So here I am talking about them. Number one, no phone call prior to first date. Okay, so if I met someone on the dating app, what I do now is I'll set up the phone call with this person so we can get on the phone, check the vibe, and for me, really just to see if I can enjoy the conversation with that person. I don't want to end up on a date with someone that I'm not going to vibe with. It's just a waste of my time, waste of that person's time. So that was a big mistake that I've not done for some time. There was no phone call, straight from the dating app to the venue, and yeah, that's not the way to go. And I came up with the phone call after a few of those dates, and I was like, no chance. I'm not gonna waste my Friday or Saturday evening getting ready, transferring myself to the city just to, literally not enjoying the date, not enjoying the time spent with that person. Okay, so the phone call is number one. I've not made phone calls prior to the first date. Next one, guys, is I used to get first date as a dinner date. And Jesus Christ, man, what a mistake. What a mistake. You don't want to sit next to someone or opposite to someone that A, you don't know, B, you don't vibe with, and eating the fucking food, man. Like, come on now. This is the worst type of date. I don't do dinner dates at all. I only do the dinner dates later on. Date 4, 5, 6, whatever. But the first dates, they're never dinner dates, and they never will be again. There were the times where I was sitting opposite that girl, and I couldn't wait to just finish it and head off. Because literally there was no vibe. We can't really talk that great, because she's eating, I'm eating, and it's always a bit awkward. Another thing though, don't set up dinner dates for the reasons of not being used by girls for free dates. Okay, unfortunately, this is the world we live in right now. Girls get a lot of free dates, a lot of dinner dates, and some of them can go on like fucking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just for free food. All right, so don't be that guy. Don't do it. Okay, only go for dinner dates with someone that you really like. Okay, someone that you really vibe, so you can appreciate the food without, those thoughts of being used or else. All right. Next one, guys, is I would turn up underdressed for a date. Underdressed, as in I would just have some t-shirt, maybe some jumper or something. Not really to the standards, okay? And it's only when I went the first time on a date when I was wearing proper blazer, nice shoes, nice trousers, etc. I felt the difference. Okay, from then on, I only wear blazers or just wear nice fitted clothes because I don't want to feel underdressed ever again. That's just the worst feeling ever. If you don't sure about the dress code, go overdressed anyway. Overdressed all the time. All the time you get the respect from how you look from the other people, right? From the staff. You also get respect from the girl because you turn up like you really care. The effort is there, okay? So that was my mistake. I was not just underdressed, okay? Next one, guys, I would turn up drunk. I would just turn up drunk. I was anxious about the date, so I would have a few shots of tequila or a few rums, because I drink rum, whatever that was, and I couldn't really get to my limit then. I don't know, must have not been that great, but I would just turn up drunk, and she could sense I'm drunk. I feel a bit like all over the place, not knowing, and then when you sit with her and you have a few more drinks, then you get more and more drunk, okay? So, big mistake, don't do it. You don't know really what you're doing when you're drunk, so, big mistake. Next one, guys, I would come in on a date tired, as in like super tired. Let's say I had a tough couple of days, I couldn't sleep, or I slept and I had to wake up at 5, and then I didn't sleep during the day to catch up on the sleep, on the rest, and I would turn up on the date, and that was a big mistake because you look fucked, okay, on your face, that's it, but also, man, like you can't be bothered talking, okay, your energy is off, you can't wait for this date to finish. Like, what's the point? The point of dating is to have fun, right? It's for you to have fun, it's for her to have fun, for you guys to bond together, have a great time together. That's why I do those videos, for you, so you can have a great time with the girl that you want, okay? So don't do that mistake. Get some rest before you turn up on a date, all right? It makes big difference. Next one, guys, is I would pick loud location, too loud location. So the location I was in the bar with some live music where I couldn't hear shit, all right? She would talk, I was like, okay, whatever. I couldn't hear her. She was talking. When I was talking, I would shout so that she can hear me, okay? Big mistake. Now I know what kind of places are playing live music, and that's the place that I avoid. Especially like the first 2 locations. If you set up a 3 location, if you have 3 locations set up, which I sometimes do, then the third one is the live music or the louder location, okay? First 2 locations, always quieter, where you can guys bond, connect, we can talk, it's important, all right? Next one, guys, is I would have no subjects stroke questions in mind to start a conversation with her. I would think, I'm just going to freestyle and see how it goes, blah, blah, blah. No. You have to be ready. It's like a practice. If you go for basketball practice or football practice, right? You know there are certain drills you'll be repeating, okay? It's the same thing with social circles, with dating, right? You have to have certain questions, certain topics that you want to talk about, right? And they're always supposed to be fun. I actually made a video recently about the best questions you can ask, the best conversation starters on the first date, on any date actually. So I'll put it like on either side, fuck knows which side it goes. You have to be ready. Because it makes things fun. If the questions are cool and if you know what you want to talk about, it opens up the other person, it opens up you, and you just enjoy the day. You don't think you're sitting there and there's this silence. I mean, silence is fine. If you can cope with silence, silence is fine. Like a few seconds, 20 seconds, silence is cool, man. But if you can't, or in general you don't really have any topics to talk about, you have to get yourself ready. Make sure you check that video. All right. Next one, guys, is I would set up date too late. Okay, too late in the day. So I would set up for like 10 p.m. Right, 10 p.m. is a late date. Okay, by the time you have a couple of drinks, you want to change the location, etc., it's 12. Right, she has to go home. Or well, ideally not, but that's the time that she'd be like, right, I need to fuck off. Okay, so I did it a couple of times and I'm like, nope, never again. Right now I'm setting up the dates around 6, 7 p.m. because that gives me plenty of time. I don't need to look at a watch. I'm like all in control and I like that way. Okay. Lastly, guys, is I've not been honest. Okay, so I've not been honest with myself, what I want out of this date. Am I really attracted to this girl? Do I vibe with her? Is the conversation flowing smoothly? Okay, or I'm just here to pretend that things are cool, right? This is the worst piece of the thing that you can do. It's just to pretend, right? Pretending is the worst thing, right? You have to know from within you if you actually like this girl. If you don't like this girl, man, just move on. There is no shame in walking away. Walk away, right? One drink, you know what, I'm so sorry, listen, that's not for me. There is no vibe. Take care. Pay for the drinks and move on, right? Move on. It's showing respect to yourself, it's showing respect to her as well, okay? So I've not been doing that at the beginning. I just thought, I was gonna be a nice guy and just gonna sit it down, whatever. No, you have to be honest, you have to know what you want, and this is how you just get better in life, really, right? I hope that was helpful, guys. Those were my mistakes. I'm pretty sure if I would sit down and really think about it, I'll come with another 10, but those were the biggest ones. And I hope you, I hope you just fucking avoid them, right? Avoid those mistakes because they seem to be silly, but in the scheme of things, when it comes to date, they can just fuck your shit up, man. Okay, so I left the checklist for you to download. That is pinned in the comment. It's the ultimate first date checklist. Download is free. It's a really good advice there. It's basically a checklist before you go on your first date. I said, yep, that's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. It helped me, it will help you. All right, thanks for listening. See you next time.